It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and there's no love lost between these AFC South foes. It's the Indianapolis Colts and the Tennessee Titans. Coming up next.
By many accounts, one of the most underrated home venues in all of the NFL resides in the heart of Nashville, Tennessee, and that's where we find ourselves at Nissan Stadium. Today, it's a good matchup in the AFC South between the Indianapolis Colts and the Tennessee Titans. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and for both of these teams that we're going to see, Charles, the future is kind of right now. You know, this is something you only see a handful of times in an NFL season where you've got a rookie quarterback versus a rookie quarterback.
And I think a lot of that has to do with the era we're in now, because our dads, they didn't see rookie quarterbacks go against each other. In fact, it could be 2-3 years before they even saw the playing field. Nowadays, you get drafted, they expect you to play earlier, and these guys as competitors, they'll take their lumps early, but they'd rather be on the field.
Here's the former Utah Ute, Matt Gay, to get this one started. And off we go from Nashville. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now, because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want, but this guy, he is hard to corral.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's complete to Treylon Burks. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They're going to look to throw. Got an open man to the right. That's Wesco. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Quiddy Pay getting in there and burying him behind the line.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down. Looking to throw. Forced out to his left. It's a gain of 6, but not enough, as he'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on second down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there, trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. Now on fourth down, here's Ryan Stonehouse to punt for Tennessee. Back deep, Isaiah McKenzie. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked down inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. So now the Colts backed up to start their initial drive. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball. Run it inside. Everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
He was looking for Michael Pittman that time, and it's third down. On third down, here's Richardson. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. And the quick slant gets exactly 10. And by the nose of the football, they get a first down.
Worried about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Richardson to the air on first down. Looking sideline, and he's going to have his man as he was able to walk the tightrope there for the completion. Second down and 7. A give for Taylor running right side. And a great move on the play as he takes this one past the 25. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front and then maybe a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it. I'll give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a first down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has, and if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
Second down, here's Richardson. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 39. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. On first down, Richardson. They're going right back to Pittman. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. 1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Richardson hit it, he fumbles it.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
Henry again on 2nd down. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Here's a 2nd and 7. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Oh, he caught it. Just couldn't get the feet down. Couldn't get that toe tap sequence, right? I was ready to call him tippy toes if that one was completed.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. Looking deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the 2nd sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Richardson now on 2nd down. His throw is going to be incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Richardson shotgun on 3rd down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That's Azeez Al-Shaair getting through for the sack that time. And they went empty backfield, and because of that, nobody was there to pick up the blitz.
And you know that offenses, when they go with the empty backfield, they have different things designed on every play to try to account for things. But what people often forget, defense is audible as well. And a lot of times when they see an empty backfield, they audible right into a blitzing situation.
Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Titan football. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. His throw incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he'll get a couple up to the 29. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 24 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Henry running right. He's got it to the 43 here. And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Six yards left on 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. It's complete to Hopkins. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Second and 4. They set up the screen for Henry. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it, because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Titans are on the board first here this afternoon.
Did my eyes deceive me, or was that an I formation play that was just run there for a touchdown?
A little old school eye.
How about that? Was that a fullback, tailback, running it into the end zone?
Well, that's what that fullback's for, right? That's why you use that. Let him pave the way.
Oh, without a doubt. He's an extra blocker, and he did his job well on that play.
A try here for the extra point. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee. So that drive in total 8 plays. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. From the 6. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And the Colts coming out now. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
He'll get this one to Pittman. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Once again, we got to get it. Let's go.
Only needing 2 yards on second down. On second down, it's Richardson to throw it. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. 1st and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Richardson. And his throw here is incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. 3rd and long for Richardson. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Julian Blackman bringing him down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
They'll look to throw. And right side, Henry's got it. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
The play design there, they occupied the defense downfield. Everyone trying to account for someone, but unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Running from the gun with Henry. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Out of the gun now on third down. Throw left side complete. That's Hopkins. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts 40. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He gets this one to Burks. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Let's go do this thing, baby. Let's focus in on what we gotta do here. Let's go, fellas.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. They'll look to throw again. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another 1st down.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Inside handoff, Henry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. He wanted that end zone. Powerful running, but he couldn't quite get there.
And that's going to really make him upset. And right now, there's no way he's letting a coach take him out of the game. He's going to want the ball again, so he actually does get into the end zone, hopefully on his next carry.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. Yeah, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll run. It's Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Titans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So his strong 1st half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And it's good to make it 15-0. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And finish it off with a touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. First and 10, it's Richardson. The toss here completed to Pittman. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Richardson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Looking for Jelani Woods that time. And it's 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
On 3rd down, he obviously wants to throw the football, but there's nowhere to go with it, so he takes off and goes. And now does he get to the 1st down marker? He blows right past it and picks up big yardage. Partner, that's a great bit of improvisation.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 more there and another 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And the Colts are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. Defense simply not fooled by the draw there.
Well, they were thinking run to begin with, and what they tell their defensive linemen is play the run on your way to the quarterback. If someone shows, go get him, and that's exactly what they did.
Taylor will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Matt Gay on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Out come the Titans now. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one. Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. They'll drop to throw. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Back to throw here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 43. A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. He'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that's going to bring up second down.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch it and turn upfield and pick up the first down.
Second down and 8.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to air one out, and this is caught, and it's a Titans touchdown.
Traylon Burks,
42 yards.
and the Titans go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 21-7. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
A good first down call as the screenplay gets them 9.
And some play callers, when they go into games, they don't mind calling a lot of screens and they don't care what down. They were maybe 1 block away from really having something there to start this drive. Good job defensively to cut through the blockers and make the tackle on the screen, or that could have gone for maybe 15 or 20 yards.
7 yards there and a first down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
It's showtime, baby. Y'all got time. Let's go. Let's put it up, baby.
On first down, Richardson.
He finds Taylor, complete. He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
Back to the air with Richardson.
He'll take a shot for the end zone.
And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up third down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board.
Here's Richardson to throw.
And that will be incomplete. Here's Rigoberto Sanchez on to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. He's at the 40, the 20, 10. Touchdown, Titans. DeAndre Hopkins. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Titans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they got a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Extra point attempt to come here. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taken at the goal line. And the Colts about to go on offense one final time in this first half.
And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor.
They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that'll make it 2nd down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, BG, thanks very much. And welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. First, though, a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Colts. And despite the fact that they're looking up at a double-digit deficit at halftime, they were able to move the football through the air in those first 2 quarters.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. And no run back here as the 3rd quarter will commence with a touchback. Well, the Colts ready to go to work to start the 3rd quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already, they need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
1st and 10, Richardson looks to throw it as this complete to Woods. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point that continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
On second down, it's Taylor. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because as the guy in the middle, the Mike linebacker, you're counting on your front 3, your front 4, front 5, whatever you've got in front of you to take up all the blocking, allow you to roam and hit, and that's what he did on that play.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 25-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. They go play action with Richardson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Monty Rice able to get him for a loss of about 3. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, yeah, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football, not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Richardson looking to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. So the coach putting the blitz on, and remember, that coach, former defender in this league, he loves this.
Yeah, they love to see it happen because I think they just have that flashback about when they were playing, right? That's what we were taught, that's what we did, and they use that same impact with their own teams and do the same type of teaching.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They begin with Henry. It's a room to maneuver. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll go option to the short side. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. On 3rd down, Henry. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. 84 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. They've already been on record as saying, hey, if our rookie quarterback's going to tuck it and run on a scramble, we kind of hold our breath. Well, that was a maybe no, yes, as he's able to get into the end zone.
Are you saying he's got to learn where the line is about whether you keep your eyes downfield and try and find a receiver, or you tuck it and go? And I think there's going to be some growing pains with that. I think in this case, he made the right decision.
And we know he's got the speed. He showed it there. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Richardson. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. DeForest Buckner using that size to force his way in there and make the stop behind the line.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. Toward the sideline, it's complete, an athletic grab, but still well short of the first. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. A nice job of bringing that in, but why was he so close to the sideline there? They had all kinds of room in the flat.
A little bit of a lack of coordination between him and the quarterback, because both of them should have seen that room that was available, that space. Stop your route a little bit shorter, put it on him, and let him turn and get upfield.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Good open field tackling there, a 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Indianapolis offense ready to go again. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Throw taken in by Taylor left side. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
But maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a 1st down.
And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. On 2nd down, it's Richardson to throw it. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Richardson. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And they will remain well behind.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. A 1st down carry for Henry, and he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll run it again with Henry. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flushed, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
DeForest Buckner in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down.
We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage, and that time they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the posts. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Now it's Richardson.
And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
On 3rd down, it's Richardson.
And he'll find Pittman. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
A lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the 3rd quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out.
2nd 10 coming up here in Nashville. 3rd quarter action. Throwing again, it's Richardson on 2nd down.
The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Richardson on the bootleg here.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there. No return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
96 yards on the ground now for Henry. He's got a 1st down. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
And with a guy his size, you have to know defensively that arm tackles aren't going to fly with him. You have to be able to wrap up, or else he can just brush tacklers aside like they're not even there.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Again, it's Henry. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, and this is most definitely the guy you want running the football when you need the tough yards on 3rd down. And he moves the chains and then some as he shakes off that first contact. And as they said in the 70s, he just keeps right on trucking.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Henry up the middle. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Now, we all know that an offense coordinator and a quarterback, they're aligned at the hip. But when you've got a runner who can get you that kind of yardage, that guy's invaluable.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line.
And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a 1st down.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. DeAndre Hopkins, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Titans have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th. Another touchdown through the air for them, and for this rookie quarterback at the helm, he has put them in a great position, Charles, to get the victory in this one.
He's absolutely taken charge. Every touchdown for them has come via his arm. 0 rushing touchdowns, no special teams, no defensive scores. All him throwing the football. He's in cruise control right now, and so is his team.
Extra point splits the uprights, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
This is where the NFL is headed year by year, partner. A league where just about everyone has someone under center who can get you with their legs as well as their arm. And we've certainly had a nice display of that from both QBs in this game, and that continued with that first down run.
Now Richardson tries the right side, finding Woods here. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Second down, here's Richardson.
He finds his man, complete. It's McKenzie. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 21. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Now, fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
Richardson to the air on first down.
He finds his man, complete. That's McKenzie.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On first down, Richardson.
That's complete, right around the 8. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down.
The ball on the 8 still could get a first down technically, 2nd and 7. And Richardson looks to throw once more.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. An 8-yard touchdown run.
And the Colts get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Defensively, didn't seem like anybody had eyes on the quarterback, and he took advantage.
So you think that maybe we're seeing some pretty good instincts for a young guy? Because that's the thing you worry about. Coming out of college, you're used to getting away with just about anything you want to do. You're just superior. Here, he has to read it, figure it out, and know when it's time to go.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. And really a lot of guys you could highlight on this offense with how well they've played, but he's one of them. He's been spectacular so far.
I'd say he'd be the number one, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Because it's not just the numbers. It's, as you said, I think you said focal point. Well, that's what he's been, and that means he's created other opportunities because they've had to bring the defense to him. He's run it really well. He's caught it out of the backfield. They're trying to stop him. That means there are chances for the rest of the guys to do damage themselves. Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff to Henry.
He'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Henry running right. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Running from the gun with Henry. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line.
176 yards on the ground for him so far.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the 1st down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
This will go to Henry out wide. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Inside handoff, Henry. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and they'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Derrick Henry, an 8-yard touchdown run.
And the Titans have taken a 5-touchdown lead. You talk about certain guys just having a nose for the end zone. He's one of them, and he was not going to be denied there.
And defensively, especially in the red zone, you've got to be able to at least slow him down and hold on for dear life. But he's able to get out a couple tackles there, and not enough people got there in time. Pretty poor on that defensive side of the ball.
Now the try here for the point after. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Colts getting another possession here on offense. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Here's Richardson to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's McKenzie, and he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. First and 10. Here's Richardson with it. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Taylor. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
I have to tell you, Brandon, I feel like a coach right now because I'm wondering why the angle route continues to be so effective when as an inside linebacker, you're always taught, don't let someone cross your face. If they want to go outside, it's okay. But they make that outside fake, cut back inside, often to great success.
The toss here completed to Pittman. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to get this down near the 25. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Here Richardson yet again, letting one go deep for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Richardson on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Richardson shotgun on 3rd down. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback, but hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence.
Every rep is valuable when you're a rookie. Every time you step up and throw the football, there's a lesson to be learned. Yeah, he took advantage of a little bit of loose coverage there with the lead, but at the same time, got it done, and it'll take a little bit of satisfaction away from that throw.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field.
And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Second down, they go again with Henry.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
219 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it.
He continues to be a major factor carrying the football here into the fourth quarter, Charles.
Another big gain on the ground. Big guys working strong up front. A lot of them not just taking care of business at the line of scrimmage, but getting into the linebacker spots and taking care of the second level as well.
And they're taking advantage of everything right now on the scoreboard with that lead.
But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.